Or what we're doing is we're clearing these rooms. We're telling them there's a resource center at what used to be the old Pizza Hut. And after we have the inspections that are done, we're letting them come back and get their personal belongings, because the business can no longer operate based on all the things that we've seen. And when we first applied for this warrant, some of this information was known to us, but obviously when we got in there, it's probably a little worse than we thought it was.
And when you say a little worse, can you explain like what you guys are seeing in there exactly?
Well, that's the thing, is it's still ongoing. So I couldn't give you that right now. Maybe at some point when we're finished, we can give you like a summary of what's going on. And then on top of that, like I mentioned before, there's multi-agencies involved with this. So I can't answer with the health department. I know some basic, things about the health department, but they know things that are, in violation. Regional building, the same thing, and the fire department, the same thing. So it's going to take us a while because there's a lot of rooms. It's a big business, so it might take us a little while. But there's a lot of things that we're looking at, and that's why we have all these different organizations helping us to do this once and do it right.
Do you have any idea like how approximately what percentage of the building you guys have cleared so far?
I know 2 or possibly 3 of the buildings have been cleared for sure, and that's the last I had heard. I turned off my radio, so I'm not updated yet.
And I guess just, sorry, a quick wrap-up question. What are your thoughts on how your team has been handling this whole situation today?
I think they've done a great job, and part of that is the cooperation that we have in Pueblo County with all our nonprofits and different agencies. If you go over there, you see a lot of different agencies, and you see the great work that we do together, and we're all kind of working hand in hand to make this happen.
Pueblo does a lot of interagency trainings between the fire department, AMR, sheriff, all your guys' many departments. Did that training come into play here today?
Without a doubt. Just the radio procedures, knowing who's who, working together before. Yeah, the training and then real life application, that all came into play, and I'm thinking that's why it kind of went a lot smoother than it normally would with maybe some other place.
Thank you. Is there anyone else the health department planning on speaking today?
I think they wanted to wait and see what they had, or...
Yeah, our team's still in inspection. I'm more than happy to tell you what they've been looking for and kind of what that process is.
Yeah,
That would be
Okay.
wonderful.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Yeah, no problem. The desk hook you up.
Quick confident feel, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, 2 or 3 seconds, I know you're
Work hard.
Yeah. Sorry, your button's buttoned. Unbutton your button.
This one doesn't have a button, it's a fake pocket.
Okay, good.
So just
put that one in here because it's a longer
Great.
cord. I don't have to go anywhere near you.
thank you. Okay. I'll just let you ask
Could
questions.
you,
Yeah, please.
first of all, just repeat your first and last name for me?
Yep, Tristan Garcia, Trysten Garcia.
All right. So, like we just said, tell us what you guys are looking for.
Yeah, the Pueblo Department of Public Health and Environment was here today as part of a multi-agency effort, really conducting our regularly scheduled inspection for this facility. And what we look for in all public accommodations in the city and county of Pueblo is that they're providing safe, healthy, and secure situations for residents or visitors to permanently or temporarily occupy. The hope is that if they are more permanently occupying facilities, that they provide that type of space. And in some of our initial findings, that was not the case here, and unfortunately for folks, those conditions were not very safe or healthy for them.
And can you go into a little more specifics about what those standards for a safe living space for people to occupy looks like?
Yeah, of course, always looking for water, making sure they've got good flows of warm water, hot water to those rooms that are necessary, drainage out of all of those places, but also good circulation of airflow. With windows that don't open and close, they've got to make sure they've got a good ventilation system. And those are all some of the priorities, the very basics that those rooms have to provide.
And did those rooms not have those things or some of those things?
I'm not positive yet. Our team is still in the process of kind of inspecting those rooms. As we get some of those notes made available, then I'd be happy to follow up.
All right, Do you know any specifics you can kind of tell us about, like, the conditions of the living situations?
I know overall cleanliness failed to appear here, and that's one of those very unfortunate circumstances. Our priority is to protect and promote the health of those folks, and knowing just general sanitation and trash buildup in a lot of the rooms, some of the things with dogs and animals, providing places for them to actually relieve themselves. Defecation was not taking place always outside, and so we want to make sure those things are clean and all removed before we can provide that safe space for them.
Do things like mold come up at all to your knowledge?
I'll have to check with the team that was in there inspecting.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Cool. Yep. Much less exciting stuff. I get it.
I guess the last question for everybody is, are you guys planning on providing any more like press conference style updates today, or?
Be a great question probably for Hazel.